Hi, I want to take a couple minutes to talk about another source of delays, airplane delays, airline delays that are actually good things. You want this delay. And I'm really talking about something called wake turbulence. Wake turbulence is a situation where disturbed airflow from a preceding aircraft can adversely affect another airplane. In other words, give you a rough ride. Wake turbulence occurs because of the lift produced by the wings of an airplane. There's air that's really high pressure air below the wing that helps it lift, and it mixes with the lower pressure air above the wing that helps it lift, and it manifests itself on the wing tips, and it forms a set of vortices like little mini tornadoes that extend, and particularly on an airplane that has a swept wing design, and most jets are swept wing jets. This is most consequential the heavier the airplane is. The bigger the airplane, the bigger those wingtip vortices and wake turbulence. So to deal with that, air traffic control has certain separation standards, and they base it on the size of the relative airplanes. If a smaller airplane is behind, the separation needs to be greater. The wake turbulence is generated by the airplane at a low altitude that's heavy generally. And these vortices are always trailing behind the airplane, but they tend to fall to the ground and go downward and move sideways, depending on where the wind is. So as long as you have enough separation, there's absolutely nothing. It's kind of like it's a hidden clear air turbulence that's actually always there. So there's a minimum separation between, say, large airplanes and small airplanes, heavy airplanes and large airplanes. The bigger the airplane, the bigger the wake turbulence. This is most consequential during, I say, the takeoff and landing phase. Generally, the time between two airplanes, different size categories, is usually about 2 minutes. And sometimes the tower may clear the airplane, your airplane for takeoff, and the pilots may say, yeah, we'd like the full 2 minutes. Sometimes people time it. I would always time it if there was a question. And sometimes they wouldn't. They would say, just go for it. You can always request that. So that's a good delay. Landing, it's really the same thing. There's like guidance for pilots to not land in the same spot as the heavier airplane, go beyond, go short. I'm gonna say nobody does that. Everybody pretty much lands in the same spot. And if there's a concern about a delay, you just need more spacing. It's the system will take care of itself. I've hit some wingtip vortices a number of times from preceding aircraft, even with the separation. It all depends on how the winds are going. In the extreme cases, it's when you have a heavy jet and a light aircraft, that's where danger can occur most frequently, where the smaller airplane can actually be upset and flipped over. That's not good at all. So there's always a separation requirement. It's either done by time or distance to allow those wingtip vortices to just dissipate, and you really should never know of any of them. Hope that helps you. Take care.